Refraction from denser to rarer medium at spherical refracting surface. Okay, now you can see that the refraction takes from denser to rarer, means now light will goes from denser to rarer medium. So the steps will be same, but only the step that will change is Snell's law. Earlier we were writing mu1 sin I is equal to mu2 sin r. Now we will write mu2 sin I is equal to mu1 sin r. So steps will be same. Firstly find out internal value of I and r using the property of sum of internal angles is equal to external angles. So you can see this in this triangle AOC, I and alpha are internal angles and gamma is external angle. So we'll be writing gamma is equal to I plus alpha, or we can say that I is equal to gamma minus alpha. Similarly in this triangle ACI, gamma and beta are internal angles and alpha r is the external angle. So r is equal to gamma plus beta. Okay, so now the next step is Snell's law, which is mu2 into I, ignoring sin I is equal to I, is equal to mu1 into r. Now putting the values, so this is mu2 I is gamma minus alpha is equal to mu1, r is gamma plus beta. Now next step was to use the property theta is equal to L by r. So gamma will be am by mc. So mu2, this is am by mc minus alpha is for object am by mo is equal to mu1, again gamma for am by mc and plus beta for image, so am by mi. So cancel out am from both sides. We will be having mu2 replacing m by p. So this is pc minus mu2 po is equal to mu1 by pc plus mu1 by pi. So taking pc to that side, this is mu2 minus mu1 by pc is equal to mu1 by pi plus mu2 by po. Using the sign convention, pc is to the left, so take it negative. This is minus r and this is minus u, but v is positive. So putting the values, this is mu2 minus mu1 upon minus r is equal to mu1. This is mu2. Firstly we will write mu2 upon minus u and plus mu1 by b. You can see here that every term is same, just mu1 is replaced by mu2 in this expression. Now we can have the derivation for the concave spherical surface. At concave spherical surface, now the steps will be same, so just focus over the diagram. So you can see here the diagram. Here the concave spherical surface, object is lying to the denser side and image is formed is also at the denser side. Now alpha is the angle and this is angle I with the normal. So what is the normal? Angle I should be, this is incident, this should be the angle I. This should be the angle I, not this one. Okay, and this is not this one, and this is our angle made by the refracted ray. So using the property, we can find here that this angle I is the external angle of triangle AOC. You can see here AOC. So we can write I is equal to alpha plus gamma. So I is equal to alpha plus gamma, and R is the external angle of AIC. So R is equal to beta plus gamma. Now using mu2 sin I, this is mu2 I is equal to mu1 I, and putting the value mu2 I is alpha plus gamma is equal to mu2 I. Okay, this mu1 R. So mu1, this is beta plus gamma. Now using the property theta is equal to L by R, we can write mu2 alpha for object, so am by mo, and this is am by mc, and this is equal to mu1, beta is am by mi and plus am by mc. So am is cancel out, so replacing m by o, mu2 by po plus mu 2 by pc is equal to mu 1 by pi plus mu 1 by pc. Taking pc terms one side, mu 2 by po minus mu 1 by pi is equal to mu 1 minus mu 2 by pc. Now taking the sign conventions, you can see here that pi is negative v, po is negative u, but pc is plus r. So putting the values, this is mu 2 by minus u, and this will become minus minus plus because v is negative, so this will be plus mu 1 by v is equal to mu 1 minus mu 2 by r. So this is the required relation for the refraction from the concave surface from denser to rarer medium.